SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Recorded live from Las Vegas, Thursday, December 21st, winter solstice. Yeah, for some people. For you guys, it's SportsBit time. Betting insight today from SBRpicks.com. Let's get right into it. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books from last night. And let's make this very clear. I don't know if they're the lead story on SportsCenter. Here on SportsBit, the Chicago Bulls are the lead story. That's why you watch this show. 7 straight wins and covers. Average margin by double digits. $112 to 94 last night. Blowout City. Their first try as chalk during this winning streak. Bet up from -5 to -5.5 against Orlando. And it was the same story for the Bulls. Great chemistry. Again, a blowout win, despite the fact that no player scored more than 16 points. This is a team that was 3-20 going into this winning streak. They get Nikola Mirotic back, and lo and behold, they are now 7-0 after that 3-20 start. Now, here comes the big test, their next 3 games. On the second of back-to-backs tonight, they go to Cleveland. They're double-digit dogs. Oh, by the way, the Cavs have been miserable as big chalk this season. So your trend bet of the day is no question Bulls plus the points at Cleveland tonight. They go to Boston, Celtics playing with revenge against the Bulls, and then Milwaukee. So the competition does step up a little bit for Chicago, but there's no question. This Bull streak right now is the streak worth talking about in the NBA. Anyone who's been backing the Bulls over the last 2 weeks made themselves a nice little chunk of change. Bad bets last night. Certainly there was a good handful. I'm not even going to talk about North Carolina losing straight up. Let's go to the NBA. The Blazers. They were bet up from +1 at the open to -2.5 at the close. They lost outright at home to the Spurs. No Kawhi Leonard, no Tony Parker. It doesn't matter for San Antonio. You see it all the time. The market's shifting on the Spurs because Pop is resting a guy or 2 or 3. Spurs, the deepest team in the league. They showed it again last night. All that Blazers money ended up being bad bets. Another one, what do we have? The Suns and the Clippers last night. That total got steamed up, 211 to 215.5. Well, you had 2 struggling teams and a rough offensive first quarter, 38-point first quarter. The under, I should say, was never in doubt. The over was never in play following that 38-point first. Bad for the books last night. Well, certainly the bowl game wasn't good. Louisiana Tech took a fair bit of money, +5.5 to +4 against SMU. The Bulldogs should not have been dogs in that game. They won 51-10. And as we talked about on SportsBit, SMU with a grad assistant calling the plays. It showed, I should say. They were held to a season low, 294 yards, 6 turnovers. Let's put it this way. The offense allowed 14 points and only scored 10. Run-out city for Louisiana Tech. Skip Holt's squad gets the win and cover. That was not a good result for the house. Another bad result for the house last night. Jazz and Thunder. Ton of under money in this ball game. Bet down to 196.5. Well, it fell 186. And the Jazz, they have to be concerned about their offense right now. Late game meltdown versus the Rockets. Late game meltdown versus the Thunder. This week alone, Donovan Mitchell, the superstar rookies, their only scoring threat right now, the banged up Jazz, struggling. And the under in last night's game against OKC, the right side winner for the many bettors who had it. Another one, Dallas. The Mavs +1 to -1.5 against the Pistons. They won that game. They ran them out of the gym. 110-93 the final. Dennis Smith back, and boy, he mattered. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in only 21.5 minutes. I met Dennis Smith at the airport, flying back from the SBR conference in Costa Rica with Matthew Holt. We flew through Dallas. Dennis Smith was at the airport flying somewhere. Shook his hand, said hello. That was all to it, but seemed like a very nice guy. Certainly played well for the Mavs last night. And Dallas took all that money. That was not a good result for the house. Let's talk college football bowl line movers. And I only went through the next week. I went through the games between now and next Thursday. We'll do it again next week with the final line movers for college football. But here's what we got. UAB's taking a little bit of money against Ohio U. That actually is driven through the key number of 7. Blazers were plus 7.5. Now they're down to 6.5-point dogs. Wyoming, Josh Allen upgraded to probable. I thought Allen's supposed to play, but in my opinion, in my strong opinion, that Allen was factored into the point spread to begin with when the line was pick 'em. Wyoming's now up to minus 3.5. There's been a big steam move on that. App State against Toledo. Appalachian State's taking a little bit of money there. Toledo down from +8 to -8 to -7. Florida State taking money against Southern Miss. No surprise. Florida State's taking money on a pretty consistent basis this year, even though they've been a point spread disaster. They're up to -16.5 against the Golden Eagles. And Missouri with Drew Lock. Look at the photo. We went through the Missouri wins during this winning streak on the preview for their bowl against Texas. You may want to take a look at that before you get to the window with the Tigers. Missouri, that being said, bet up to 2.5 against the Texas Longhorns. It looks like that game has a decent chance of getting up to -3 before kickoff. Big game breakdowns coming up next. We've got Saturday NFL doubleheader plus college bowls right here on SportsBit. Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com.
Hello, SBR YouTube followers. I am JoJo, and before you go, I want to let you know about our new college football contest. As we all know, bowl season is right around the corner. And to add to that excitement, we are announcing our 15K College Bowl Handicapping Showdown. We are going to be awarding amazing prizes, and members from all over the world can join in on the fun. Join our forum, follow us on social media, and remember to share and like this video. I've been your host, JoJo, and until next time, thanks for watching.